Hi everyone, this is a build video for the Microvolt. This particular one is for George from Scorpion Motors. So it's Mark George's. So in the bag here, got a few parts. Let's pull them out and have a look. So we've got a main frame plates, all vacuum sealed here. You see the name Volts written on the top there. So those go to the outside, so they can be read from the outside. Set of arms and various arm spaces, and these are the main plate spaces here. Let's cut into them and get them out of the pack. So that's what it looks like out of the pack. Okay, let's start with these central spaces. So we need to put these into one side of the frame. Move these out of the way, okay. So what else have we got in the bag? Of course we'll need some screws to do this job. There's some KISS ESC holders there. And these are the motor protectors that go on the arms. And these are these screws. So we've got screws for the motors and we've got screws for the frames. So there's screws and nuts. So let's open these. And let's get them out of the bag. So the screws lock into the little frame spaces here. They fit into the side. There's a few spots where they go in, so let's start at the back. And you put a little nut in where my thumbs are is actually a nut. I'm holding that in place, and the screw goes into that nut, which pinches the sort of two plates together. And just tighten it all up, and we'll work around the frame doing this. You notice in this front plate there's a cutout that allows for the FPV camera at the front. So make sure that you put the one with the cutout at the front of the copter. Okay, this is the firewall, so this goes to the front, in front of where the flight controller pad is, which is already installed, you see, so that just clips in the front. I'll put the big gap at the bottom. Now these spacer plates between the arm plates don't actually need screws in them, they will actually hold in. It's optional to even use them, you can actually use the space, take them out and leave the space available in between. The KISS fit in there okay, but bigger ESCs. Now these arms here, they're fairly tight, you might have to get a little bit of file on it depending on the frame model. You see they're fairly tight to work in there. But basically, if you work them, just put in the sort of corner and work them through, though with a bit of exercise, they'll get in there. Make sure they lock into home as well. That'll make the arms easier to screw on later on. So just wrestle those for a bit. And yeah, get all those in position, and then once those are all on, we can actually put the two frames together to make sure they're locked in. Yep. Last one going in now. There we go. So locked in, nice. Okay, fairly rigid frame once they're all in. And as I said, this middle bit goes in without screws to allow for the arms, or alternatively just leave them out if you wish to put your ESCs in between those plates. Now getting the frame together, I usually start with the nose of the copter of the Volt, get that into place. Don't be afraid to use a bit of force. It's an extremely strong frame, so quite often I just give it a little tap with the top of the screwdriver just to help it down. This part is a little bit of hard work to get it all together, just being such a solid frame, but just make sure everything's in its place and you'll be okay. Now this is the FPV tilt mount for the camera. It just locks in, there's two holes at the bottom there, and there's an adjustable 3 holes above it. Just split this frame a little bit to get it in there before you put the screws on the second part of the frame. Just a little bit of massaging will get it in, and then you pick which sort of tilt you want to have on that. Then screw all the second side together and everything locked up nice and tight. So once it's all together, you can screw on the arms, just making sure that you get them the right alignment. So they basically just slot in. Just take your bolts, and there's a bolt pack with the motor protectors as well. So just take out the bolts, drop those in, go around, screw them all the way. I won't actually put them all in because I've got to take them out, ship them to George. But anyway, they'll look something like this once they're in. I'll just hold it so you can see. So I'll just bolt in like that, and then you can fit on the motor protectors onto each arm. These are pretty good. They'll actually protect the motor from being damaged if they get bumped. So there's little yellow spaces for those. Basically screw in, yellow spacer go underneath, and just work your way around. And that's the frame all together. I'm just holding the arms here because I haven't screwed those in, but yeah, the arm protectors on everything. Maybe a camera mounts in the front, which I'll grab the plate and show you, and that's about it. That's the Microvolt build.